Bad no intro. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Vibreville. Don't know what happened with the intro there. Guess we ain't playing it, which is pretty funny, but it's all good. So, man, what a weekend. The Bybit nonsense. And I was really looking into it, and I'm still trying to figure out how this happened. How the hell did somebody get onto their computers? Because I listened to the Bybit CEO. He did an interview, a stream immediately, and then he did one with Banter Sunday. And he was saying that there's 4 co-signers in the Safe wallet, and they all signed before him, and he's the last one. So all 3 previous or other signers signed, and he looked at it, but he said that computer, there's nothing on it. It's only for those transactions. So how did this happen? They still don't understand how the computer either got infected or his ledger, one or the other. I don't know, but man, it's crazy. It to me feels like almost an inside job. Somebody leaked information. I don't know. It just doesn't feel organic. And I really think they're going to use this now. And I'm already starting to see it. They had a couple articles out that we already need regulation, or where the hell was it? Right here, Bybit attack shows fundamental need for institutional grade security. So I knew it. I talked about this last year, that once we get closer to regulations, they're going to scare the shit out of people that are self-custodying or not keeping stuff with institutional grade custody. They're really pushing for it. Ripple bought out Medico, one of the biggest custodians in the world. Like, they understand how much money is in that part of the business. And right now, the market, it's really starting to all make sense. What's going on? Why we haven't pumped the whole meme coin debacle, or they want retail distracted, just like with everything else. With politics, they want you distracted in your life as much as possible. And I'm like, man, why are all of the big institutions, the biggest whales, they're buying Bitcoin at unprecedented rates right now. Trump just bought hundreds of millions of dollars of ETH. So all the big whales are buying. So I'm following that money. So the biggest whales are buying, but retail and crypto sentiment on Twitter is as bad as it's been. So it just makes me think, like, what is going on here? And what to me, I think is happening is they don't want to send these markets until the banks are ready, until they can sell crypto to retail. So when, things start to pump and your cousin calls you and says, "Oh, dude, I heard about this coin, da-da-da-da-da," he can go to Bank of America, or he can go to Wells Fargo, or wherever he's banking, and he can buy crypto there. I think they're not going to let this pump and let all the volume happen on exchanges, decentralized exchanges, whatever. They want a piece of it. It's not a coincidence that Uniswap V4 was built out to help the banks on their back end. They're going to be using Uniswap. They're going to be using DeFi. We've talked about it and showed it all bear market, watching Hex Trust, that company, MetaMask Institutional, and how a lot of these big companies were already using DeFi, but they just didn't have to come public about it. They didn't have to now, if they had it, Bitcoin, they had to put it on their balance sheets. Crypto, I think they had to just other stuff. I forget what the law was, but you're starting to see these people now. At the end of the year, last year, all of the Bitcoin holdings were disclosed. And you see, wow, these companies have hundreds of millions of dollars of Bitcoin. That's funny. So are they keeping these markets down to allow institutions to buy up all these cryptos out here, all the good altcoins? That's what I think is going on. I didn't even read this article. Bybit's hack. Yeah, we know that. Ledger fell victim to an attack 2 years ago after a former employee was phished, giving access to the attackers. Roughly 600 million was stolen from Ledger users. What? I thought that was the Ronin hack. I thought the Ronin hack was $600 million. The far smaller number than 1.4 lost by Bybit. And Bybit, too, you see who they went to? Another interesting thing about Ripple is I saw that Ripple was providing liquidity for Trump's meme coin. And then also who reached out to XRP as soon as they got hacked? Oh, Bybit. They sent them 40 million XRP. So is XRP and Ripple, are they going to be the ones to start providing liquidity to the whole markets? I don't know. Maybe. And yeah, there was just breaking news that came out. As I turn this on. Right here. Qubic confirming an ETF, teaming with 21 shares for a crypto ETP. Boom. No one knows about Qubic. They don't even know the founder, Satoshi. Or he knows who Satoshi is. One or the other. Either or, that's huge. Qubic is just crushing everywhere. If you look at what they're doing. Here's their bi-weekly update. U.S. T2 integration delayed until mid-May, but T1 talks ongoing. Perfect. Grants, batch 2 approved for owns, QEarn, Quatum, Min QX, and more. Batch 1, 75% done. Qfront, pause for now. February fundraising sold out in 3 days. 85 million S-Vault shares nabbed. MLM auction, 8.3 Qubic raised. $1 billion gifted to QCap. Owns a regulated custodial wallet, secure custody, NFT support, and blockchain asset manager. For crypto ETP domination. Hell yeah. Qubic Connect, blockchain interoperability, smart contract logging, MetaMask, Snap in the works. Awesome. YouTube, 4K subs. The People's Network, smashing it. Madrid Hackathon. So, guys, Qubic is the best AI play out here, in my opinion. I know GuGod loves Tau, but I'm too late to it. I am too late to it. So, right now, we saw the institutions pump Bitcoin up, and it made a new all-time high way before the halving. And then we just chopped sideways for 6 months. Then we pumped again when Trump won the election. And now we're just chopping again. Like, we're not seeing the huge capitulation, but I think we will. It's inevitable. And are people going to hold Bitcoin, the ETFs? I don't know. We'll see. But it just feels like the market is being suppressed. The FUD has been crazy. Now that there is the regulation change, the tone is completely different. And I think they're purposely doing this to allow the banks time to have all the infrastructure ready. So as soon as regulation comes out, oh, what do you know? My Fidelity account now has crypto. Oh, my E-Trade account. Oh, there's a crypto section in here. Robinhood adds more stuff. And then the next part too, I think, is banking, where Kraken and Coinbase and Gemini, they all become neobanks, where they're allowed to hold custody crypto and be a bank at the same time. So all these things are coming into place, and it just makes sense. They're not going to send the markets until they can get in on a piece of the trading. So if it, just like with the Bitcoin ETF, we started pumping around rumors of it the year before. Well, not might say that, but around, I would say 3 to 6 months before, it was almost certain the ETF was going to come out. And then it happened. We pump harder, make new all-time highs before the halving. ETH is absolutely doing nothing right now. It's made new all-time lows against the ETH BTC ratio, which is absolutely crazy. I think that the 4-year cycles are over. I was listening to multiple people say the same thing. The 4-year cycles are over. The 4-year cycles are going to be over now. The institutions are taking over. Like it or hate it, that's what's happening. And I watched Banter this morning was freaking out because Solana is dumping again. He's all over the place, guys. He's talking about trading. He's talking about narratives. And now he's talking about holding for multiple cycles and getting into the utility coins and holding stuff with utility and hold it for become a multi-cycle thinker. What do you know, Ran? His little shit couldn't last. Like when it's a sustained bear market, like that's why I'm not going to grow as fast as these other channels. Like I'm talking about the same stuff over and over, drilling it into your guys' heads. So eventually you start realizing, oh shit, I should be buying this coin. Oh, he's been talking about HBAR for 3 years now. Oh, Sologenics, Corium, XRP since 2021, my first stream. You know, Quant and Algorand and XDC, all bags you should have, in my opinion. Axelar, another utility gem that I think you should have. But Banter is now understanding it. He finally sees, all right, shit, I might as well just be honest and tell people, yeah, the people that win in this industry are people that buy the fundamentally sound projects and they buy them early and they hold. So Banter, man, all these people that follow this guy, 31,000 views, and now he's finally saying the same exact thing I've been saying all bear market and bull market. While these guys are just in pain and just suffering because, man, I know I bought this coin and it's going to go down and it's just painful. No, that's what it should feel like. When it's the bear market and you're DCA and you have a good coin, whatever, it's PulseChain, XRP, Hex, ETH, whatever it is, next week you're going to get more for your dollar because it's going to go down in price, but that's normal. We understand that. So you get used to buying and feeling like shit in the bear market, or, oh, I bought next week, it's down more and I'm buying again and again. And with Qubic, when I started buying into Qubic, it was at like 9,000 or something like that. And right now I want to say we're down to like 1,500. So we have like a 6x to go, 1393. So this, to me, this is where I love it. Even when Hexray and these guys, we were buying in after this dip here, I thought, oh my God, 1,700, bro, this is like incredible. And now we're at 13. You think when if they put out a 21 shares ETF and then people start to do some digging and start to go around that the founder may be Satoshi, just that speculation alone is going to drive this thing crazy. So these are the opportunities. Like I'm buying more Qubic today for certain. Like at this price, like when I was buying, we were buying it a year ago up here at 9,000. So we have a 6x to go to get there. So I'm getting 6 times the amount of coins of when we did back here. So in 2026, like we're not going to just like the markets are all going to move together. I kind of feel like the stock market, crypto, it's macro is going to start affecting all of it. The shit coins are going to die. The meme coinery, all that is on its way out the door. As soon as XRP starts to move and these other utility coins start to move and there's a shift in the market, everyone's attention is there and people forget so fast. Like people are already over the Trump hack. They're done talking about it. You know, Ivan was talking about it this morning, how people's memories are just so short in this space. So that works to your advantage and your disadvantage. But I want to talk about this. You know, I love Axelar, right? I'm telling you guys to get into Axelar. It's going to be a massive long-term winner. I promise you. It's bringing interoperability to all the blockchains, like 60 plus. Well, I'm just holding it in MetaMask. Well, in my ledger on MetaMask. And there's nowhere to stake it that I knew of. But now with Exodus wallet, you can stake Algorand, VeChain, Aptos, Cardano, Solana, Cosmos, Injective, Tezos, Matic, Kava, Axelar, Osmosis, and Ontology. So I don't have any Cosmos outside my IRA. I have I don't know, maybe like a couple hundred of them or something in my IRA because long term the technology is good with Cosmos. Like who knows what happens in the future. But if you're holding Axelar, which I highly recommend you get into, and Algorand even, you could stake for almost 6% on Algorand. So I'm going to be downloading Exodus wallet later today and moving my Axelar in there and taking advantage of the 8.76% because I'm making the choice. The blue chip projects, I'm not selling in the future. Like if we went through this long of a bear market and if we continue, which I think we're going to keep kind of chopping and we're in for the mid-cycle lows, probably another week or so. So maybe March, early March, and then legislation comes out mid to end of March. Like guys, Bitcoin could easily get down to 85K and also going to bleed further. But if we've had this long of a sustained death period, I just can't see on the other side of it us not getting ungodly pumps in the right coins. And Axelar and XRP, I'm going to start lumping together. XLM, they're very similar. Sologenics, Corium, like that's that little niche of the market. I love it. So if you're holding Axelar, like I am on a ledger, definitely look into Exodus and start getting that 8.7%. And if we hold it for the next 5 years, that'll be some nice rewards. Let's check out the alts here. Probably not much going on. Okay, well, Joe, what up, bro? Appreciate you. Game over. Yep, for the 4-year cycles, it is game over. People are going to realize that. What up, John May? Papa Panda. What's up? What's up, fam? Perfect. I'm going to buy more too. Rapid unbox. What up? What up? Fireblocks is institutional grade safety. Yeah, exactly. They're going to start pushing for that. And I think, yeah, they're starting to scare people. Retail happens every cycle, seeing the same patterns over and over. Yeah, it's a combination of manipulation, allowing certain things to take over the media, while having influencers shill certain projects. Like there's so many little things that add to this. Future millionaires, T-Bar H. Yup. Attaboy just sold some Tau for Qubic on that news. Yeah, bro. Because like I thought I was late to Tau at $65. When DIY Donovan did a video about it or talked about it on the stream, I was looking at it. I was like, man, I missed it. I should have bought in at $15. And yeah, would have did like a 6 or 7x, but we did 6, 7x in Stronghold, in Velo, in Creo. LCX did 12x. Clearpool did more than that. Jasmy's done more than that. So I'm not fading it. And I think Qubic has way more upside than Tau. Yeah, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe right now. Susie Q. Hey. Yup. Yeah, bro. You'll be happy. Get your Qubic. Just the coins I shill. Like, I'm here every single day trying to find the best coins to own for the near future and the long term. And I show you what I own, my portfolios. So I'm here to be an open book. Like, I truly believe in the coins that I talk about, that I shill. Like, they're the ones that I own. And can I affect the market cap of Axelar and XRP and all these coins? Hell no. You know, the coins like Neon on PulseChain, yeah, maybe a little bit. A couple people will come in, but it's not to the point where I talk about an altcoin and I could come in put a huge candle because everyone watching it. No, don't. It's not like that. But the altcoins right now, dominance, that thing has been printing. I'm up to like over $50 in wrapped Bitcoin rewards from this thing. And I wish I got in earlier. I started buying it at like $1. I think I bought my last at maybe $2.10 or something. But I should have just kept buying it because the rewards are nuts. If this thing can keep up volume, wow, it's going to just be a money printer. It's doing like $15 a day for me. And that's huge because I don't have a big bag. I spent $300 or something, and now it's worth $1,000 or $1,100. But the rewards are crazy. Even $50 on $1,000 already in this amount of time in less than a week. So that's been exciting. Dumb. It's on its dip. Right to my line. Look at that. Wow, why are we on the 1 minute? We drew that line in there way back here when it was pumped up. I said, just cool off, Timmy. Hold on. Just don't buy in up here. Just wait. And when it dipped down here, I bought 10% of what I set aside for it. And then I waited. And then when it came down here to 64, 65, I put another 10% in. And now guess what? We're right. We touched the top of my zone. And now we're falling right through it. And we're going to come back down to here. We're going to come down another like 30, 40%. So be patient on dumb. And if you like it, the volume is slowing down, though. That's the one problem. But it's all right. I like the project. Reflections pays you more just for holding it. You don't have to do anything. I like it. And then obviously Pump.Fun, the gem over here. I think this thing's going to do phenomenal. And even right where it is right here. This is the key to being early. We got in on when it first launched. On that opening night. Down here. And I was a little late. They put it in. I don't know who. Someone put it in one of the groups in one of the private chats, and I found it at like 003. So like right down here. And it felt late when I first bought it. I felt late because I was buying the top, and then it ran up to 8 cents. So it did almost a 30x from where I got in. Did I sell? No, because I need to start learning how to do that. And just taking my initial out. But since I got in so low, I don't care. I'm still up over 4x. And now's might be the time to add a little more. But I should have done that. I should have sold up some 25% up here, put it into stables. And then when it came all the way back down, that 25% would have like doubled or tripled my bag probably. When it dips all the way back down here. So that's my strategy moving forward. But the odds of something pumping this hard, like I'm not getting into really new stuff. Pump came out of nowhere. And that's what kind of happens. You stick to the blue chips, the best coins in your portfolio that are the long-term holds. The stuff on PulseChain that's paying us back every single day in passive income, like Anki and Alien. Hex LP, PTGC, UFO. That's my strategy on PulseChain. Hex staking, the rewards just got crushed. Liquidity providing is a whales game only. Both my PDI pools were down after 3 months. How's that possible? Yeah, the price is down, but still, I shouldn't be down on both sides. So I just liquidity providing, I don't know. Maybe I'm like the luckiest person ever, or people talk about it, but they don't actually look at the numbers. And they don't do the math from where they got in. Because I'm just not seeing it. So for me, liquid staking and rewards are the best. Like on Die Hard. Even Hex LP right here. The volume is dead right now. I don't care. I got in super early. Back when it was launching or at one of the bottoms. I don't even know. But I'm earning Hex for the rest of my life now in the liquidity pool. It automatically goes and I earn E-Hex and Hex. I've made thousands of both of them already. Enki paying back, burn liquid, or Alien paying burn liquid in 808. Enki paying back, PDI, which is going to go to $1. Enki just paid me 14 PDI earlier today. So when PDI's $1, there's $14 right there. If that's every day, there's a $98 a week for the rest of my life. $100 a week just in PDI at this low volume. If it picks up, it might be a little bit more. Die Hard is paying me 150 something a day, 160 a day. When it goes to $1, that's going to be beautiful. The $50, the like 0.06 or 0.007, however much I've earned back from holding dominance. If Wrap Bitcoin goes up to $10,000 a coin and does 15x from here or 16x from here, now that's $1,000 in rewards. That's 3 times what I put into the coin initially. So once you get into these reward coins, you don't ever have to sell them. If you can think long enough and delay gratification and say, all right, I'm going to put $200 into this thing right now, and I'm never going to sell it. Maybe I'll sell some of my rewards. If you wait a year, your rewards are going to be 10 times what you put into it because you're not getting the token back. You're getting Wrap Bitcoin or PDI or a Tropa or Teddy Bear. They're all going to run so hard once PDI gets to $1. And that's the goal for Richard Hart. That's his main goal this cycle, I think, is getting PDI to $1. It's the most important thing he can do. So I'm putting my money into coins that pay me in PDI or are tied to PDI since he needs to be focusing on it. Not gambling on meme coins. And I know it's going to work. I know this strategy is going to work. Getting into these reflection coins, holding them, and then a couple meme coins, a couple utility coins, and now you have a balanced portfolio. That's the key. Balance, getting into the good coins early and holding them. Have a long-term vision. Qubic letter, one of the best Twitter accounts out here. The odds of a U.S. government shutdown in 2025 are up to 60% now. So I don't know how this plays out, but with everything that Doge is doing, I wouldn't be surprised if it all leads to a massive reshuffling or who knows. But the VIX surges above 20, up 35% in 4 days. It's not going to go anywhere but up. We expect larger swings in both directions for all major asset classes. Interesting. Global central banks have implemented 10 rate cuts and 3 hikes so far this year. This comes after 164 cuts and 32 hikes in 2024. So that was like what? 6-1 or 5-1. And now they're already at 3-1. In the pandemic, there were 162 cuts and 6 hikes. So not many people are going to hike. They can't. Japan hikes, they go into a recession or they break the carry trade. That happens. Crypto in big trouble. So I don't know if we're going to have to see something happen on this blood moon in March where the carry trade breaks then. I don't know. But it just sucks. It's painful. They're still holding and watching, being like, man, all right, Spectre finally has been going on a run. Ran up hard this month, like 330. It's almost doubled up. And now it's going to come right back down and give it almost all back. But this is short-term noise. It's okay. If you zoom out, you bought in a year ago, you're up 570%, and you don't care. So once you buy in early and you give it enough time to the right projects, you're going to be up enough. It doesn't matter. GPU, perfect example. This thing has done terrible in the last month, but I bought in at 4 cents. So at 4 cents, I'm still up 11x. Do I care? No. It doesn't matter. I had my coin staked, earning me ETH until I earned back more ETH than I put into the initial investment. And then I unstaked it, started taking profits at over $2 and put it into Titan X stuff. And now it's all wrecked. So I pretty much lost it all in a sense. Yeah, I have Titan X bags, but if I just put it into stables and waited, I'd have a lot more. Well, who knew? Not me. I don't think I'd get this bag. So even me, I screw some of this stuff up. I'm not doing it perfect. But you learn, and that's what's important. And if you had learned, I know what I'm talking about with the utility coins, with HBAR, with Stellar, with Quant, with Algorand, XDC, obviously XRP, Flare. Just, oh my God, I wish we could just look into time 2 years from now just to see what the market looks like. Because I know it's going to be so much different. Canary files for spot HBAR ETF with NASDAQ. Boom. All the alts were up today. Karate Combat, Dovu, Saucer Swap. And if you don't know about Saucer Swap and you own HBAR, or if you don't own anything in the HBAR ecosystem, you need to get into HBAR and Saucer Swap. That's all you need. And if you want to look at Karate Combat, it's awesome. I would look right there. There's the best DEX, a utility gem that's going to be around for the next 30 years plus in Hedera. And then you have liquid staking. Once you stake one time, it's liquid in your wallet forever. 5.4% right now. It fluctuates from 4 to 7%. But I've been staked since 2022. And I'm not unstaking. I'm going to ride this out to the top of the bull market. And then I'm going to sell. Because I know. But you know what? Yeah. I'm going to have to take profits in this. But I think we're going to see only 30% dips in these utility coins. I don't think we're going to blow. We're not going to have as hard of an alt season as we used to in the past. I think we're going to kind of just do what Bitcoin's doing. We have a nice pump up, make a new floor. Chop, chop, chop. Pump up, make a new floor. I think the markets are going to gradually go up. And then PulseChain is going to be where all of the action really is. So yeah, Saucer Swap, the best DEX over there. And this is so well said. The real crypto winners aren't on your price charts. While you watch meme coins, the grown-ups at the World Economic Forum are making deals. Ripple, Hedera, Stellar, DAG, Algo. They're in rooms with banks and governments right now. Your favorite influencer is telling you about this because I don't get any clicks and I care about you. The future is boring, regulated, and worth billions. So there you go. That's why I tell you guys about the same coins over and over and over. I put my money into them because I just know they're going to be adopted. I've done the research, and the more I do it, the more bullish I am. And I'm not only looking for bullish stuff. I'm looking for the FUD, and I'm looking for ways to where Hedera is not going to be used for Web3 dApps, or Stellar's not going to take over micropayments. Use your ETH from Node AI to go to Aave and borrow. Well, I got like $320 back. So to go and borrow on that, I mean, they'd laugh at me. I didn't even think they would take a $300 down payment. And just look at, if you don't believe it with HBAR, just go to their website. Go to Hedera.com and start looking through the governing council. And just start thinking okay, Hitachi, they have TVs and all kinds of electronic devices. You don't think they have a mobile app where they can start to do NFTs on, or they can launch some kind of immersive app in the metaverse in the future? All that stuff's going to be built on top of Hedera. LG with their TVs, they're going to have an app store. They're going to integrate crypto into it. I know they're going to. It only makes sense. So just look at some of the companies they're working with. A ton of banks, Deutsche, T-Mobile. or Deutsche Telekom, never mind. Deutsche Telekom, but I'm sure they're going to have apps. They're going to have some of the smart NFTs, which is why I love Block V. And we talked about that last week. And I've been looking into XPR too, and I like what they're doing. I downloaded the Auth wallet, or the WebAuth wallet. And it's good stuff. But this right here, the DeRec Alliance, we talked about it last year when Algorand, Ripple, and I want to say Stellar, they all came together and they figured out a way for decentralized recovery where you don't need a key phrase. So this is a little video on how they do. I'm not going to play it, but basically you log in and you put your secrets on here, like what your seed phrase or your seed phrase is. You know, she here puts her email addresses and passwords or whatever. So you put your secret in and then you share it with your helpers. And once you do that, once it's shared with them, they have the ability, they're your seed phrase in a sense. So they get apps or an alert saying you have, you know, part of Jimmy's secret thing. You don't get access to them, but you have the ability for her to recover them. So if something goes wrong and you need to recover them, all you do is you go to your helpers and you request it and they sign off on it. So like this, it's just in its infancy, but this is going to be the future of crypto where your seed phrase lives on the blockchain with your helpers, they call them, or your friends. You know, maybe they'll integrate Twitter where you can choose 5 people on Twitter. You can choose 5 people, you know, in this app, or I don't know how it's going to work, but I know hiding your seed phrase under your bed is not the future. That's not technology. That's going backwards. And so Hedera, you know, they're at the heart of this. You know, who else is here? Who was it? It was Hedera, Algorand, Cardano, IOHK. Oh, yeah, maybe it isn't Stellar. All right, never mind. Oh, yeah, it's Algorand, Ripple, and Hedera. That's right. So how does it work? Decentralized recovery aims to be a more secure and versatile alternative to recovery. In social recovery, a smart contract is created which reveals to the world that social recovery is being used, reveals how many helpers exist to recover, and reveals the public key of each helper. This could aid attackers in targeting the helpers. However, with DeRec, it is impossible for others to determine if someone is using it or discover their set of helpers. There you go. It does not check whether helpers have lost their keys. It is possible for the helpers to slowly lose their keys over time until not enough keys remain to allow recovery, but that won't be discovered until it's too late and the recovery is needed. So this is a foolproof way to not lose your stuff. It automatically checks with each helper once a day to ensure that they still have their share of the secret. If they fail to answer for too many days in a row, it alerts the user. And if that doesn't help, then it automatically redistributes the secret among the remaining helpers. Furthermore, it's restricted to only protecting signal keys on the Ethereum network and requires users to possess a certain level of a priori cryptography and blockchain knowledge. In contrast, decentralized recovery provides solutions for protecting various types of data, including keys for any blockchain or ledger, passwords, photos, notes, identity credentials, keys, without requiring an extensive understanding of crypto or blockchain. This makes DeRec recovery more user-friendly and adaptable to diverse use cases. So this is the future. It's with Hedera. It's with Ripple and XRP. It's with Algorand. Hopefully Cardano finds a use case like the American cryptos. XDC is coming over here to build a branch in America. So it's going to be a huge shift in the market. You know, Qubic is the outlier. I'm super bullish on. I don't think they're American, but it doesn't matter. They're an AI company. I'll pay my taxes gladly on Qubic. They're launching the ETF. So keep an eye out on that one. You guys all got it. Appreciate that. You're going to in the future. You're going to thank yourself for getting it. I just know. Saucer swap. You're going to enjoy that in the future. Sologenics on the XRP ledger. You know, I don't know the DEX on Algorand. I think it's called Goba or Bora or something like that, or Gora or Goba. I have a bag of it, but Gugat owns it, so I still haven't even touched it. That's why your network is your net worth. PTGC. They've just pumped an impressive 32,000 into the PTGC most LP, boosting the pair's value to 131.5 and still climbing. This is some serious momentum. The LP has crushed it now, 100% in profits. It is fully paid for itself through the volume it's generated, probably mostly by bots too. So PTGC is crushing it. And they laid out the blueprint for Neon. I really like Nexion. PTGC 2.0, 14 or 15% of the supply has been burnt. They have their auctions come out every day, so a little drip of the supply comes out. But it's important because it puts a little bit of pulse every day. Look at this, 5 million, 5 million, 5.7, 6 million. It keeps putting pulse into basically the DAO, into the fund that buys and burns, auto LPs. And they're going to also change up, I believe, the staking to where now it's you stake, you get 14%. But I believe they're going to change it to where if you stake and you lock it up for 60 days, you get more APR. If you lock for a year, you get the highest APR. So there's going to be kind of levels like PTGC. So that'll be really cool. But yeah, I got my 3,000 reward, 3,700 neon, and 0.07 ink ready to be claimed, but I'm going to just wait and just chill. I got my bag sitting. So we watch what PTGC's done in a year and a half. Now I'm going to give this a year and a half and not sell any early, not take profits, just let it go. Because selling out early of these gems, that's the biggest mistake that we're going to make. Same thing with dominance. Same thing, I think, with dumb, with pump, that most token, $95 million market cap. I thought I was late when it was 20. Trump is going to start pumping. All these memes that came out of that deployer are going to start running like crazy. And look at Coinbase. Something's going on with Base. AION and Vector Space are starting to run. So I don't know if it's just AI or what. Because Miggles ain't coming around right now. It's still dumping. Oh, yeah, never mind. Miggles bottomed. So here we go. Did we turn the corner? Is all the blood finally been spilt? Probably not. Probably not. I think we're going to chop, and it's just going to get ugly, guys. It's going to feel like 2020. I think we have to go through some kind of liquidity crisis, some kind of debt event. They're not going to send these markets a month before we have a meltdown in the bond market or something. So I'm out of here. If you need help, you want a one-on-one, go to vibrafinance.com, book an hour. We can sit down, go through your portfolio, put together a strategy, and make sure you crush it this cycle. See you guys.